Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL. Don't panic. Going to be a very much on the fly little video this afternoon, as it is in New Zealand, 2:20 p.m. So I think we're about less than 10 hours till deadline. Yeah, a little bit on the fly. I've had, you wouldn't believe the week I've had, everyone. Oh, I did have sad vacation at my mum's funeral, but and I've also had this little fella. He's got in a bit of a bash, didn't you? So he's been needing a bit of nurturing and looking after. So yeah, and as of a few other things going on, it has been an insane week, guys. So listen, a little bit on the fly. That's just a quick team lock-in. Cat's deciding it's about to walk across the keyboard here. Don't go away. Oh, come down here. Good boy. Oh. Jump. Come down here. Yeah, so that's how I'm set out at the moment. I'm still. I think that's a lock. I think that's a lock as you see it there. Petrovic, no chance of a clean sheet in my opinion. It's going to be one of the first priorities with the 5 free transfers to sort out the goalkeeping situation. It's not been good now for 5 or 6 weeks. I kind of have an idea of where I'm likely to go, but I'm going to get into that once we've got this deadline out of the way and look at potential transfers in and what I'm likely to do, and whether I actually do it all in one hit or whether I just bring the players I'm most interested in at the right entry points on the right fixtures over the next, effectively over 16, 17, 18. No decisions made there yet. We'll get into that next week. Timber, yeah, should be good. I guess the question is, do I expect a clean sheet? I mean, the two that I could potentially change. Right, we're having massive cat problems here. The two that I could potentially change. It's all going on. The two that could potentially change would be: should I bench Timber? I don't think Arsenal are going to keep a clean sheet. But I think Timber will definitely be in. I definitely think he'll be good for at least 60. I have no problem with him being brought off at 60, quite frankly, if Arsenal have got a clean sheet locked in, because I do feel it's probably more likely that a goal is conceded in those last 30. And similarly, O'Reilly, who I think is the biggest minutes risk, but Arteta has said, oh yeah, no, he's young, he's fit, we can play him every week, he recovers well. He's going to get benched, isn't he? He's going to get benched. Because I could bring Mateta in for one or both of those. Thing is, I've just got a funny feeling that Mateta's going to end up playing anyways, because there's going to be some surprise benching and hopefully they don't make the field. So I've got a funny feeling Mateta's going to make the field anyways, in some way, shape or form. So I think I'm going with this. Yeah, Ciao. Yeah, just get the clean sheet. Anything else is a bonus. Pays for the hit. I brought you in early. Saves me the transfer that I was likely to do anyways, I think, in 16, and it's such a good fixture. I might as well take the gamble, and it gives me that little bit of better depth on the bench of a quality first and indeed second sub coming in for surprise rotations, of which there will be some. Lacroix, yeah, happy enough. I just do think Palace are looking pretty tired at the moment. I'm not sure I'm optimistic about a clean sheet. Honestly, I just even with good fixtures, they just look like they're going to concede goals, but somehow they keep not conceding goals. Yeah, it's a bigger miracle than Christmas, I think. Rice again, yeah, the yellow flag. Rice said he'd be okay. Arteta, obviously, as usual, gave away nothing. Foden, yeah, of course he's going to blank this week, and Semenyo, haven't brought him in, but yeah, I had to cover it off, and it is a player I did want to bring back in anyways. He's trolled me once. Fingers crossed will be okay this time. Saka, just do your Saka thing, just get your 6-7 points. But hey, Saka Hall would be very useful, I have to say. And Bumo, yep, it's a nice fixture. It's one of the best, if not the best fixtures you can have, unless it was at home, of course. But United are dropping points plenty at home. They're actually looking a little bit better away from home at the moment. So yeah, please, Mbumo, I need something from you this week. And then pretty much a template from 2 now, isn't it? And it certainly will be by the time this game week is over, or certainly in the next couple of game weeks, as Thiago is brought in en masse, and Haaland with the captain's armband. That's what we're going with. A couple of good first off the bench, obviously, with Mateta and Dewsbury Hall, and Mukiele sitting third on the bench there. Team as a whole looks good. My projections in my spreadsheet, I'm not bringing it up for this one. Say it's about about 57, 58 points without captaincy. Yeah, totally take 57 to 58 if there's a return or two from Haaland and we hit 70. Let's see what happens. It's so hard to predict at the moment, as we saw from the results last week. It'll be what it will be. What I'd like is to come through this game. Yes, get a nice rank rise, but certainly not drop again like the 200k rank drop I had last week. Interestingly enough, when I worked it out, and said you've seen me take a few hits a few weeks ago and whatever, and indeed one this week. That does need to stop. I actually worked out if I'd taken no hits, and not many of my hits have brought me any gains. In fact, I'd say they've been detrimental, if anything. Hopefully this one does work because it's more of a long term as opposed to a weeky punty hit. I'd be 100,000 places higher because, of course, people that if they're on the same points as me, and it was which FPL? It was Holly Shand. I want to see nobody else. They're on the same points as me, but over 100,000 places higher. No hits, it's the hits. It's all about the hits. Definitely needs to look at that as we set out the game 16 to 20 strategy. Have some thoughts around it. We'll talk about that though once this game week deadline's gone and I start to put in plans for that. Let's have a look at the Bishop Brennan Cup. This is a little bit on the fly. And let's go to leagues and cups. And let's see of dirty red arrows. Okay, I'll just flick back and forth a little bit here. As per usual, fantastic score. New number 1, Lee Cherry. Let's have a little quick look at what you did there. Have a little look at your team. So let's say, yeah, Ode My Guard, Lee Cherry. Our new number 1, Ben, which is still actually a pretty decent score then. Ben dropped down to 3rd, but still a very solid score. I think we've got 2 or 3 now in the top 10,000. It's really good going, and 45 in the top 1 million. Out of a league of 70, that's just absolutely superb. It really is as a percentage. Right, number 1, 85 points. Not good enough for Bishop Brennan Cup. I'm going to flick back to the other screen to make sure that's coming up clear for you guys. Yeah, that looks okay. Raya, yeah, as I've got just as I relate it to my own team, I've got 3 keepers I think on my watch list. Do I just go all out and think, yeah, just go Raya, set and forget for this season? But of course I currently have 3 Arsenal, but Verbruggen and Pickford are 2 that are on my own mind, and when I free up some money, and I will free up some significant cash, do I actually use 2 transfers and get a nice Pickford and Verbruggen mix? It's a lot of money to put into keepers. But it would certainly be a very strong keeper rotation there. Not sure that's the path I'll go, but it's a little bit on my mind. Or do I just go all out and just do a Raya? Maybe I do. No question, Arsenal will keep more clean sheets than most, and there he is, Raya there with his little 6-pointer. And in game weeks like this, it makes all the difference. It really does. Virgil, a lot of money for someone that's only getting DEFCON, but at least it's almost guaranteed 4-pointer every week, I guess. And the fixtures are there. I don't think I'll be going there myself, but I've already been there with Virgil, and it went actually really well for me at the start of the season. Then it just all fell off a cliff. But if the money is there and it's a sort of guaranteed 4 points a week, why not? Especially with Gabriel been out until he comes back. It could be a placeholder for Gabriel, I guess. Timber, yeah, you fell into the same trap as me. Unexpected rotation, and Munoz, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think we all wish we'd gone Munoz as our Palace defender of choice, don't we? I could potentially myself, when we get these 5 transfers, look to bring Lacroix up to Munoz, but I don't think I'm going to go there, because I suspect, I have a funny feeling we all might be moving out of Palace defence in 3 or 4 weeks' time as this fixture congestion and the clean sheets start to disappear. I could be so wrong on that. I could be so wrong on that. But they just blew it tired and leggy, particularly in second halves. How they kept a clean sheet this weekend just gone, I do not know. But Munoz is fantastic. There is no question about that. And yeah, he's the top scoring point scorer at the moment. Semenyo, yeah, 4-pointer. But I've gone for me. I actually wouldn't blame anyone for hanging on to him for a game week or 2 with Burnley on the horizon, but Could always, with those 5 free transfers, could always buy him back to Burnley if I think he's going to be that good an option. But you know, Sod's law is now he'll start turning into the player that we had at the beginning of the season. Now I've sold him, and you've got your 4 pointers, 4 points there. Saka 6, yep, up like Saka at the moment. He also creates a path to a potential path to Palmer in my own sort of team, and that's something I am thinking about. Not now, maybe not even next game week, but somewhere in the next few game weeks. But as I say, with Saka, he'll just be a steady 6 or 7 point average. That's where he's going to end up. So at the moment, with I think a lack of guarantee sort of point options around midfield, I think he's brilliant. Minter, I've got a temptation on Minter myself. I think he's a really good choice. He's a really good player. He's locked. He's playing in a team that's not in Europe, you know. So and he will get FPL points. So definitely someone I've got on my own watch list. Gapco maybe a little less so. Until we see something more from Liverpool, but he's probably their best bet, I think, at the moment in that Liverpool attacking player side of things. And you know, you can easily see him getting a brace in some of these fixtures that are coming up. And Foden, you lucky bastard. Yeah, well done. Yeah, got in on Foden early. Really good stuff. And Mateta, minutes risk. Yeah, probably be turning him into Thiago, I would imagine, soon if those minutes continue to be. Maybe you've already done it. And Haaland, Captain Haaland. So yeah, that's our number 1. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, just having a quick look there. Yeah, 9,301 in the world. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, well done, Lee. Nice work, mate. Really nice work. Hope that continues for you, and we get a few more joining you in the top 10,000, and also sort of some of us hopefully one day start giving you a run for your money. I see Sam is right on your tail there. What a solid game week from Sam as well with 77, and a little drop from Ken, but it's a good 62 is good. That's a really good. Yeah, that's, you know, didn't that? Yeah, that's going to chop and change. I can see over the next few game weeks, I think, because anyone in that top 8, 9, 10, yeah, that can all change really quickly. Good work. Yeah, who we got there in the top 10? Sam, great work, obviously. Ken, still going strong, mate. Richard, superb, 76 there, buddy. FC Haynes, Mike, a bit low on the 57, but it's still pretty solid. The game week that we just had Tempestuous C, 76. Good scores, guys. Good scores in the top 10. That's why you're there. 66 from Dean, 68 from Stuart, and a 65 from Mark. And I see there good scores, guys. You know, I mean, it was a tough game week. It was a wide variance in scores, but everyone in that sort of top 10, pretty much everyone in that top 10, and even going down a wee bit there, down to we've got Bailey there with an 81. It's good, really good scores, guys. Well done, all of you. Right, let's have a quick look here. Give a few honourable mentions till I get to the Bishop Brennan Cup winner. We've got, see, let me just pick out some of the nice big ones. Yeah, Nick, Frankenstein FC, really good 81 there. 68 there from Greg, and a 69 from Dave. 87 from Ingi Steinwager. Drad FC, 87. Fantastic score, buddy. And let me just double check myself here, but I'm pretty sure that is my Bishop Brennan Cup winner there. If I've got this wrong, there might be a steward's inquiry, but I had a scan through earlier. 92. What a fantastic score. We've got Danny Kirk, Thomas the Frank Engine, 92. Let me just have a final quick scan, so we're not. Nope, no, I'm pretty sure that's it. 92. Danny, that's an absolutely magnificent score, mate. Let's have a little look and see what you did. Well, I don't feel so bad about Petrovic in goal. I'm not the only one thinking of moving out on the 5 free transfers. It's not been doing a lot to the Dubravka Petrovic thing, has it? Matthias, Nunes, Lacroix, Munoz. Oh, you have that Palace double up. Yeah. That's brave and such a good call, mate. Yeah, really. Yeah, wow. Lacroix and Munoz. Yeah, really, really. That was your game changer, really, wasn't it? And yeah, you've got your clean sheet out of Calafiori as well. That's a magnificent defensive performance. Certainly made up for the City debacle. Foden, fantastic. And even with that non-firing Bruno and Bummo, it just shows you what can be done, doesn't it? You know, half your midfield doing nothing. Bruno G, he's got to be thought about, Bruno G, hasn't he? Got to be thought about. There are some good fixtures for Newcastle. I've gone Chow, because it serves an immediate purpose. I'm just not quite sure who I want to bring into my own midfield, but could do a lot worse than Bruno G. It's going to depend on money for that I'm going to say fourth, but more likely fifth midfielder spot. Because I know myself, I'm going to sort of try and look to be going between a 3-4-2 and a 4-4-2. And the 4, I think I know who the 4 are going to be. It's will I have enough money for what I want to get the best I can for that fifth midfielder spot. Once, and you know, spoiler alert, I will probably be taking Mateta down to Aguihi. So I've got as much money as possible to play with, because my bank's not too bad, my squad value is not too bad, but we'll see what we can squeeze out of it. And yeah, you've got the Thiago, Haaland. It is almost, and it soon will be, very, very template, I think. But at least we can beat the price rises on Thiago. And yeah, captain's armband on Haaland. Did you nearly go Bruno? How close were you to going Bruno? It's a good job you didn't go Bruno. It's a fabulous score, mate, it really is. And no benching, can't call benching mistakes or whatever, but and you're done on the you see, I should have done that weeks ago, shouldn't I? Right, yeah, just clear up that money so you can get as much into that starting 11 as possible, with 2 decent players to come off the bench if they are needed. So without further ado, Thomas the Frank Engine, Danny Kirk, you are this week's Bishop Brennan Cup winner. That is a brilliant score, mate. Keep it up. You're absolutely flying up the ranks now. You're up to 342,718. Another week like that, mate, and you will be nicely and well inside the top 100,000. Congratulations, you are this week's winner. But unfortunately, Danny, you're not able to be in New Zealand to collect your trophy. So for the 178th week in a row, yay me. Hey, anyway, listen, well done. Game week 15 looms. I think it is going to be a very, 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 very interesting one. But they are all weird, interesting, hard to predict at the moment. All we can do is hope we've got the right players out, hope for no benchings or rotations, and keep our collective fingers crossed. Take care, have fun, play your own game. Do not panic. I will be back, I'm sure, over the game week with either tears or cheers. See you soon. Bye-bye.